What's up, guys? How's it going out there? Coming at you from the Las Vegas streets. I was going to say the live streets, but it's exactly not the live streets. It's the online streets. Two tables of PLO. The online streets, 25.50 cent. Casual Monday night hangout. Just doing some testing here. No idea if this is actually going to work. So once you guys hop in here, hop on the stream and join me, let me know. Let me know if this is actually working. Let me know if we're live. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see these two tables we got up and running. Gonna be on a 3-minute delay here. Like 3 minutes and 20 seconds, I think, to be exact. Switching between these two tables. It's all new to me, you guys. Multi-tabling. And I'm coming at you on a laptop, so switching back and forth on a laptop between tables, not the easiest of tasks, but I think we can maybe handle it. We're gonna find out, I guess. We'll see what happens here. In for $50 on each table. Table 1 over here. Open up the ace, king, queen, 8 with the suit to the king, flop top pair, top 2 pair. Bet away. Over here on table 2. Just check this one. So yeah, I'm going to be checking in here to see if you guys join me as we go. Again, on that 3-minute delay, so just kind of hanging out and waiting. Check this down, try and get the queens to showdown. Table 1, not the ideal card, but I feel like we should still be ahead here. Beating lots of 2 pairs. We lose to a wrap that might have come in. We don't have any blockers to that wrap, so kind of iffy. Maybe check back. Maybe check back is good. We have the nut flush blocker, and I don't think we're afraid of too many cards. Double suited hand here on table 2. Suit to the ace. Checks to us again. I'm going to go for some value here on table 1. Might as well. We didn't come to check back. Oh man, we get punished right away. That's pretty unfortunate. Well, I feel like we have to let it go now. As sad as that is, I would pay money to be able to go back in time and check back that river. Pretty good flop here on table 2. Open this up as well. Probably just going to fold this facing a 3-bet with this guy behind me. I think if he didn't call on the button, I would probably call, but I'm not too sure how well this hand is going to do 3 ways with a player behind me. Hey, all right. Looks like we're live here. I'm seeing you guys come into the chat just now. What's up? Sean Like made it in first. We got Ric Flair in the house. Prag Mag, what's happening? Horatio Abodaka. What's up, guys? Two tables on the 2-table grind here. Definitely put it in the raise with this hand. Suit to the ace. All Broadway cards. Flop top 2. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to be cruising back and forth between these 2 tables, and I have a 3rd window open for the chat, so I'm going to try and pay attention to that as well. noob streamer in the house. So bear with me as we just hang out here on the online streets here in Nevada, playing on WSOP.com, playing with some people in New Jersey, maybe one person in Delaware if we're lucky, and a handful of people here in Vegas. Who knows? Maybe we'll hop out of these PLO tables and into some no limit action. Who knows? I would suggest buying an external monitor for streaming and online poker. Laptop screens are tough. Start streaming OMG, says 1337 Newcomb. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take your advice on that one. I think the plan is to get myself a monitor, because why not? I don't know if I'll be traveling with one if we go to California or something. I don't know. Seems like a pain in the ass to just carry a bunch of equipment around everywhere. So if I could get this setup working in just with the laptop on its own, that'd be pretty ideal. And that's what we're working with now. But I think you're right. I think we're going to need a monitor. Second screen seems ideal. Would have thought you were a telemarketer the way you love to call, says Basketball with Steve is an idiot. I like it, man. It's a funny joke. Homie's got jokes. Let me know how the audio is, if the music is too loud or too soft, or if you can even hear the audio, which maybe you can, maybe you cannot. Let me know. Let me know how that sounds to you guys. Looks like we have a PLO expert in the chat already. So Mr. Nuxu Kao will be able to help us out with all of his input. That's good to see. Looks like we'll all become much better PLO players thanks to him. Fold that. 2 kings in the cutoff. Blockers to the nuts here, so probably try and take this down. It might require some multi-street aggression, but hey, why not? I think I'm going to put in a 3-bet here. Suit to the ace, ace, king, queen seems reasonable. Flop the nut draw. So, not going to be shying away from this one. Not an ideal turn card, so I'm just going to let this one go with the blockers. No good anymore. Just going to put maximum pressure on this dude if he wants to go for it. We still have outs, and we're going to need those outs. Good luck. Nope. No love. Tough to fold a set in this game. We did make top pair, if that counts for something. So yeah, off to a good start. Let's see who's here. Any no limit tonight? Andrew L. Well, at this rate, yeah, we might have to hop back into the no limit streets. Mimi streaming the PLO, very nice. Hey, Mike Maddox, a real PLO expert. Maybe you can help us out as well. Too much aggression there with the nut flush draw. Hit him on IG. He responds on there. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good at responding on Instagram. You can find me on there. My question is, do you think it is possible to make $300 profit playing 2-5 no limit hold'em? I know profit. Do you think it is possible to make a $300 profit? Jonathan and Ashley Vasquez. We usually talk about profit in terms of an hourly rate when we're playing live poker. So I've talked about in the videos how I think the best players in any one game make about 10 big blinds an hour. So in 2-5, that's $50 an hour. There's so many variables, though. There's so much that changes game to game. Sometimes people are going to be straddling a lot more in some games than others will be. So it's definitely not an exact science because there's just so many different dynamics. Your personal game is developing as well as you play. So It's tough to get a good read on that, but it's somewhat of a benchmark, you know. Andrew, if you want, when you're streaming, you can press the Alt and F4 key to switch between your tabs. Okay. I'll keep that in mind probably for the next stream. Andrew, do you worry about getting your stream sniped, or do you delay it? Yeah, we're on a 3-minute delay. No monitor, not so favorable. I agree. Audio is perfect. Music is a little loud and mic is low. Okay. Let me adjust slightly. Audio clear, music good, but maybe a little too loud. All right, let me know how that works. Greetings from Kuwait. What's up, Michael Ryder? How's it going over there? Raise your speaking voice, Andrew. Let me adjust the microphone here. Turn the volume up, turn the input up. See if that's any better. Over here on table 2, we flop middle pair and some straight draw action. I think I'm just going to raise it. Table 1, I think I'm just going to let this go. We do not improve on the turn. I think I'm just going to check call here. Reasonable river card. I think I'm going to bet fold it. We do have a 9 in our hand. All right. As you guys can probably guess pretty easily here, not a PLO expert. So just hanging out, just testing some stream things out. Trying not to get stacked too many times. Nimi, WTF, you just folded queens. I think we had 3 to a suit, and it was from early position, so it was pretty terrible queens in a pretty terrible position. So next time, just for you, though, I will try and play it. Loving the stream and the content. Let's run it up. What's up, Will? How's it going? Yeah, other 2 cards matter. Listen to Meat Grinder, you guys. Come on. Meat Grinder knows a thing or two about PLO, clearly. Come on, man. This is 50 NL. What are you playing right now? Ryerm KD? Andrew, connect to your total rewards account so you can get more rake back. I think I did that, Brendan. I think I did that a month ago or 2 months ago or something. So that's the cool thing about the WSOP action software games stuff. You can attach your player's rewards card to your account and then get tier points or rewards credits or whatever the hell they're called in Caesars. Yo, let me know where you guys are watching this stream from. Let me know what's happening. Where are you guys enjoying this from? Can I turn this into a bluff with a nut flush blocker? I don't see why not. Unless he bets, then we just fold. Or if he bets small, we can still raise. All right. Let's see if he's in a folding mood, you guys. Good news is that he's thinking about it. Hey, got it done. Got it through. And we are rewarded immediately with more pocket aces. And top set to go along with those pocket aces. Definitely betting. Betting on the bigger side. Flush draws, Broadway draws, and wheel draws available. James Alessandrelli, Grandpa Ed. Yes, that's my screen name, Grandpa Ed. Can I play online being in New York? Sunny Sharma. You can't play on this site. And you can't play on any regulated sites, unfortunately. You're still waiting for things to happen. Call your senators, call your lawmakers, write to them, email them, ask them to get online poker regulated in your state. Andrew, I got a black favorable tee, and I've had it over a year now. It washes up great and does not shrink. I'm very happy with it. I wear it at least once a week. Thanks for the great shirt. Jeffrey Pape. Glad to hear it, dude. Favorable apparel. Get some. That's awesome, though. Thanks for the support, buddy. Glad to hear it's treating you well. You said you're going to raise fold in that 5-6 hand and you had a straight. We did not have the nut straight. There was a better straight available. I'm coming to Vegas, December 11th to 18th. Any meetup games? Let's see. I think we're actually going to be at Grayton Casino the 15th and 16th. And then coming back on the 17th. I think that's pretty much a lock, and we're good to go. So if anyone's in the Grayton area, which is like Northern California area, come hang out. That should be really cool. It's a great property. Table 2. See you flop. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the dates before that, before the Grayton event. So feel free to message when we get closer to that date. We'll see what's up. We will have just returned from Run It Up Stones, Run It Up weekend at Stones Casino in Sacramento. That's like the 6th to the 9th, I believe. I'll be getting up there just before that. And I think I can post a link here. Maybe. We'll see. There you go. Run It Up calendar. Head over there. That should be a pretty fun event. Stones is always a great venue to hang out, play some poker, drink some beers, eat some food, chat, make friends, gamble. What else? Go outside, take naps, and have fun. Limped pot over here on table 1. I guess we could maybe peel with a gutter here. Backdoor nut flush draw. Mr. Drews, what's up, Jay Rich? Just gonna let, whoops. Just gonna let this go now. Nice bluff with the aces with blocker. That was sweet. Sometimes I can make a reasonably good play. It's rare, but it happens. You mofo, is this really live, Stanley Snow? It's almost live. You are watching what happened 3 minutes ago, so that way nobody can see what happened. Or see my cards, I should say, as it's happening. Me personally, I disagree with the whole big blind theory. I feel that is looking into it too much, even calculate hourly. I don't really know what you mean. I don't know what else you're supposed to do. I mean, if you want to just not worry about these sorts of things, that's perfectly fine. If you don't want to worry about your hourly rate, if you just want to go and play poker and try to win some money, hope for the best, that's cool. Why not? I don't see any reason why not to just not worry about keeping track of all these stats and everything. But I think it's the best tool that we have to sort of get a good sense of how we're doing, how many leaks we have in our game. And yeah, these are just things that you have to kind of do. Keep track of your winnings, how many hours you played. Again, it's not going to be an exact science or, you know, maybe even close to it, but it's the best we can do, I think. How's it going, Andrew? What do you have to say about cryptocurrency right now? It's painful. It's painful right now. I don't have an amount that I'm going to lose sleep over, so I'm happy about that. But I do have an amount, and I am losing as a result of recent performance in the cryptocurrency markets. What's up, Benjamin Adler? Andrew, bet the over on the Monday Night Football game per chance. To be honest with you, I don't even know who played Monday Night Football tonight. So that is going to be a negative. I did not put a wager on it. I do kind of have a little bit of like a desire to start getting more into sports and maybe check out sports betting and maybe make the occasional sports betting content. Because there's just so many people that enjoy that stuff. And I think I could make some cool things, some cool vids about all that. I'm going to make a nitty fold here, I guess. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Sports betting is rolling out nationwide as we speak. I'm going to try and isolate this guy here. I got him tagged as somebody who likes to play a lot of hands, so why not? Suit to the ace. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty fun. I just don't have a ton of time since, you know, I'm focused on the poker, as you guys know. But maybe if I made more time for it, it'd be something that would be pretty fun. I don't know. You just got to try these things, you know? You got to try things in life. See what happens. See if you enjoy it. Wasn't sure how I was going to like vlogging in the first place when it came to poker. Decided to try it, and turned out pretty well. Hey Andrew, can we expect to see you at the upcoming Aussie Millions in Melbourne, Australia? I don't think I'm going to make it over there. I might do some commentary on it, which is actually done from the comfort of Las Vegas. So that's a possibility, but doesn't look like... I shouldn't say no. I should put the chances of that as maybe like, who knows, 20%. Because I do have a friend. Shout out to my friend Jim. English Jim, who's actually been in a couple of my vlogs. He and his girlfriend Lindsay, who is Australian, they will be over there during the same time. So who knows, maybe I'll make an appearance. Shouldn't say no, but I'll put the chances at like 20%. Kind of a loose open here. King, Queen, 10, 7. But how bad can it be? If it was less multi-way, I would c-bet there. 7543. So pair plus two pair, top two pair plus nut flush draw is no match for a wrap. "3 minutes is spooky," says Lizards. What's so spooky about 3 minutes? What brand is that sweater? Rocking the Nakatano. Shout out to my buddy James who sent this to me. Opened on Mail on the Couch, episode whatever the hell that was. Mail on the Couch has kind of been retired. I haven't really been doing the Mail on the Couch thing anymore. It's really fun for myself and the people who send stuff. And then that sort of like is a lot of other people that it's not so fun for. But I don't know. Who knows? I did something on my Instagram for IGTV. That was the last time I did the mail thing. So if you guys haven't seen that, if you want to see me opening some mail, check out my Instagram account and head over to the IGTV section. If this guy check raises for some reason, I'm just going to go with it. 7 shouldn't change too much, I wouldn't think. Take that down. Same situation. I'm gonna try and ISO this dude. Let's see here. How is the traveling 5 continents coming along? I know you went to a few places, but if I'm not mistaken, it has not yet been 5 continents. AO Dat 2. You're right. We got off to a screaming start. We went to 3 continents. Well, 2 other continents, and then North America as well within like 2 months, and then have not left North America since then. So, I don't know. It doesn't look like we're going to make it, to be honest with you. I do have a cousin who's over in Hong Kong, so there's a chance, a very small chance, once again, never say no. We could take a trip over to Hong Kong, take the ferry over to Macau, and while we're over on that side of the world, just shoot down to Australia, you know? Easily done. All we need is like, what, a week? And check that off. But that would be kind of sad to go all that way just for a week. Feels like you got to spend a little bit more time in those locations if you fly all the way over there. Hey Andrew, I know I'm 3 minutes behind you, but funny enough, I'm actually more into sports betting than I am into poker, but I watch this channel. I'd watch that kind of content. Cool, that's good to hear. We took that one down with a backdoor 2 pair. Raise it up again, double suited this time. That's good to hear, Justin. Yeah, I do know a couple people that are into the sports betting, and I think we could make some cool episodes about that. So we will see. I'll tell you something you probably already know. There are people on YouTube who know Nimi and never heard of Somerville. Yeah, I guess that's possible. Let's peel this one. Thoughts on Limit Hold'em, says Aiden. I never really got into it, to be honest with you. I have very, very few hours of Limit Hold'em under my belt. Plopper sells a wrap on the flush board. Probably proceed cautiously, but probably not fold just yet. Jamin Burton in the house. My favorite. I was just watching one of Jamin's videos. He's still doing it, you guys. He is still doing it. Just, I love the way Jamin does the hands, you know? Not babbling on and on about ranges and blockers and this and that. Just giving the people what they want. The action, the scenery, the bets, the calls, the raises, the folds. Check out Jamin Burton's channel if you haven't already. Not a good hand, but we already have some money in there, and why not? Our wrap in this table did not develop. So a pair of sixes is going to be good there. It's just kind of weak. We do flop a wrap, but it's not the greatest. I will see one more card. Now we have a straight and a set. We are losing to 8-9. See what happens here. Probably could have bet that. I mean, it's so easy to say so after this guy just checks back. Basically sums up the reason as to why you shouldn't be playing these hands. Let's see here. I don't think we would have gotten folds on the turn. Mr. Hadoken had King, King, Jack 8. Maybe. No, probably not. Swami Tommy had a set of sevens with 8-7 of clubs. So he had a set and a flush draw and a better straight draw. So I guess it's good. Being results oriented, we didn't bet the turn, but just one of those sorts of things where kind of a byproduct of playing a hand that is kind of subpar. That's my input. You guys can take that to the bank. Hey Nimi, I live in Cali. What card room would you recommend for playing online poker for cash? Well, Corey, your options are limited to a bunch of sites that I can't really recommend because they're all unregulated. The problem is that any one of those sites could just pick up, close up shop any day, and we'd all be none the wiser. They could also get shut down by the government. Chances of that happening? Who knows? It's impossible to say. But you know, you can play on them and just keep money on them. Keep money on those sites that you don't mind never seeing again. That's sort of the strategy. If you are going to play on those sites, you don't want to keep money on there that's going to affect your life if you end up never seeing it again. So yeah, if only California could figure their shit out, it would be great for all of us poker players, both live and online poker players, because online poker players and online poker play feeds live poker play. Think about all the satellites that we could run online to live events. And there's a lot of people in California. Word on the street that there are at least like 278 people in California. I would take the over on that, actually. I think there's more people in California than there are in Canada. I was just talking about this on a previous show, a previous stream. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, though. David Quinones, liking the Andrew Nemi brand logo, that new. No, that's actually been around for the entirety of Favorable Apparel. Glad you're digging it, though. I think I'm going to 3-bet this. Looks pretty. Feels pretty. We can call a 4-bet. Marley's 2. Fire. Found a pretty good flop here. And the good news is that we shouldn't be expected to have this sort of a board connection, being a 3-better. So I think we should be able to get some action here. We got action. The short stack shoves all in. I call. He picks up a flush draw to go along with his full house draw. So full house is good. Is the black and white team run-it up graphic intentionally designed to look like a mugshot? The lines, the text looking like an inmate number. Yes. No. Actually, no. Peter. It was not intentionally designed that way. Top and bottom with nut flush draw blocker. Put some money in there and maybe do something later. What bands are you into? Says Waylon Wood. Bands these days. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit out of the loop, but I think Muse used to be my favorite band. They were definitely up there. Radiohead, maybe the coolest show I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know. White Stripes? White Stripes, anyone? Detroit, anyone? I like the fact you don't swear or cuss online. You're one of, if not my favorite YouTube content creator. Look forward to what your... let's see. I think low variance route would be just flat here, but who likes low variance routes? Billy Harris in the house. What's up, Billy? Getting tired of traditional no limit hold'em? Maybe. I could be getting a little bit tired of it. Definitely getting a little bit tired of it in Vegas. We played short deck last night. Got a game of short deck going at the Bellagio. $5 and $10 blinds. Usually it's played as an ante game. Usually every player antes, and then sometimes, not sometimes, but there's a double ante on the button, which actually acts as a blind. So say standard game would be $5 ante from every player, and then a $5 double ante, they call it. But it's actually it's basically a blind on the button because it's live. Hey, what's up, Nergan? Cheers, buddy. Thanks for the $1 donation. Much appreciated. Super chat. So yeah, we got a game of 5-10. What do you call it? Short deck. We were playing four-handed 5-10 blinds. We would have used antes, but we were playing 5-10 regular full deck, and then we had the $10 chips as you do at the Bellagio, and we would have needed to go get a bunch of $5 chips for the antes. I mean, we could have played $10 antes, but that feels a little bit on the bigger side, especially for 3 people that have never played the game before. So we just kept it with $5 and $10 blinds, and everybody enjoyed it. Everybody loved it. So gonna keep plugging away, I think, and try and get another game of short deck soon, hopefully. We get 3-bet with the aces, so that's good news. 4-bet time. Most of the money will be in if he does continue here. And we probably won't be folding on too many flops. Or P-flop. He's got the kings with the pocket aces blocker. Picks up a deuce. Jack no good. Find a double up there. How about them Rams? Yeah, how about them Rams, guys? Did you guys see that Rams game? That was awesome. Ever play at Parks in Philly, Andrew? I have never been there. Never been to Pennsylvania. Maybe we should change that at some point. Andrew, is this really you? No. This is not really me. Fooled you guys. And Long Jong was the first one to figure it out. Here's a hand. We have a straight on a board. This is a thing in PLO. You make a straight on a board sometimes, and it's good. 1 second. And we're back. Jack moved to Nashville. Yeah, but I think he probably still spends a bunch of time in Detroit. I think he has at least a house there. At least one house. Billy Harris, Detroit love. Justin S, Detroit here. White stripes for the win, says Metal Doctor. Evening, Andrew. Did you ever watch Doug Polk's online challenge? And if so, would you ever take something like that on? Yeah, I'd be down for something like that. Sure. I thought that was really entertaining when he was doing his. And pretty informative, too. If you just watch his play, I don't know if he was necessarily talking about a lot of hands and strategy and stuff, getting too into it, but if you just watch him play, it was pretty helpful. I wouldn't expect my play to be as helpful to you guys. But if that's something that you guys might want to check out, some sort of bankroll challenge, maybe we could do that. Who knows? I will bet this. Hopefully you guys are looking at the right screen. Double ante on button sounds like it would just give too much advantage to the button. No. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not sure, because I think it's a fair question. I'm not really a big fan of the button ante for that exact reason. I mean the button straddle for that exact reason. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like we're kind of at the point with short deck where nobody's going to have very much of an advantage. They're going to be making a ton of mistakes and not playing optimally anyway. So I don't know. Should it be a double ante like in the small blind or something? That seems like it's pretty unfair for the small blind. So I don't know. I'm not really the one to ask. All I know is that I highly recommend giving it a shot if you are able to get a game up and running in your local neighborhood casino. Try it out. I think there's going to be some low stakes low stakes tournaments at the Aria in December, towards early December. So I might hop in there. I might try and hop in. I think it's gonna be like December 2nd or 3rd. They're gonna replace their daily and nightly tournaments with short deck tournaments just for the one day. So that should be pretty cool. Maybe me and a couple friends will hop in there, play some short deck tournaments. Jamie Burton, can you please do one video where you do hand analysis Andrew Neeme style, please? Don't do it, Jamin. Don't listen to him. You do your thing. Do what you love. Where do you play in LA? I like the Bike is a great spot. The Hollywood Park Casino is a great spot. And the Gardens is another great spot. Beautiful casino property. And no, none of them paid me to say that. Obviously the Commerce, a lot of people go there. There's a lot of games there. They get the most games. But is it that pleasant of a location? Not exactly. It's kind of just like a big warehouse of poker, which, you know, if you're okay in dealing with that and you're just there to grind and you can focus, then that's okay, you know. Are you keeping Boosie awake, says John? I think I might be. No, I don't know. She's usually a pretty good sleeper. Try not to be too loud here. On table this one, I think I will like to call this. I could probably 3-bet that hand. It's probably pretty close. Flop top 2. Could just bomb away, lead out 4 ways. I really don't want it to check through. So, even though it's kind of fishy, might just do that. It's probably pretty fishy. Maybe just check jam. 4 ways, I don't know, feels okay. Thing is, when we do get action, we're never going to be like in that great a shape. People are going to have sets and wraps and flush draws, all that stuff. What up, Andrew Woju Nick? Gross Point in the house. So far, so good. And he wins with the straight. Can't run. We're not running very good on this table. Getting the money in good, but variance, you know. Matt Kiefer in the house. What's up? What's going on, buddy? You guys see Matt Kiefer right here in the chat? Click his channel and go watch his videos. If you guys like poker and you like vlogs, you'll probably like his videos. Pretty cool. Matt Kiefer is one of our Platinum Pass winners who will be going to the Bahamas. We decided his bids did the job, completed the missions, and he's going to be joining us. Videos are really cool. He's got his own sort of style. I've said a couple times this style kind of hard to describe, but however you might describe him, very cool stuff. And if you do like Matt's videos, give him a sub. What time is it there? About 9:30? Yeah, exactly. Devil 4 poster. That is correct. 9:30, y'all. Andrew, do you do anything else other than poker, i.e. trading Forex, futures, etc.? I make YouTube videos. Might go a non-standard route and 3-bet this guy, even though my hand is kind of trashy. Hopefully this folds the button, which it does not. And now we're taking a trashy hand 3 ways, just as I drew it up. Probably try and pot control a little bit now with our weak flush and straight draw. Nimi, how do you like that Nakatano sweatshirt? Here they completely sold out. Yeah, I heard that I don't know if they're going out of business or if they could maybe peel here, I guess. Seems like a reasonable price. Bad river. Run good. The run bad on this table. Table 2. I think I can 3-bet this one. Double suited queens connected. Just going to be giving this one up. Hey, what's up, Teng Zhang? Teng Zhang. As we flop pretty well here. Gonna go ahead and c-bet and not fold. We're pretty deep. We make a flush. It pairs the board. Just gonna check it. Going to check call mode here. I think we have to call, even though I don't love it. He could have a worse flush. He could have a king, although he probably shows that down. But I definitely don't love it. The price is pretty reasonable here. Seems like he could have a worse flush. I've tagged him as being an action player, but you definitely don't love it. So we'll see what happens. 10's full. 10's full is good. 10-10, 9-6. On table number 1, we had a full house on the turn, and we improved to a better full house on the river. I imagine we had the best hand on the turn as well. Yeah, he had pocket nines. Tang Zhang, yo, Nimi, enjoy your content. Come play at the Encore in Boston when it opens up. Yeah, for sure. Tang, thanks so much for that the tip. Much appreciated. And I really look forward to that Encore Casino opening up out in Boston. That should be really cool. I know there's going to be a lot of players, poker players, grinders that are going to be hanging out over there once that's open for sure. But definitely should be a good population of poker players besides the grinders make their way into that property. Hey, Andrew, big fan. When you come into Twin River Casino in Rhode Island, Justin Green? Don't know. I've heard pretty good things about that. I heard Sean Deeb hangs out there. True or false? Always love the music in your vids, Don A. That's good to hear, dude. There's some people... Actually, I just saw a comment the other day where someone said he loves the vids, but the music is trash. So, what can you do? Music is just one of those things where it's always going to be impossible to make everyone happy. So, can't worry about that too much. But that's good to hear that you dig it. You're digging it. How cool would it be if you could just use whatever music you wanted to use and not worry about copyright or worry about getting your videos claimed, the monetization claimed? That would be pretty cool. But you do the best that you can with what you have. That's probably one of my favorite parts about the videos is finding a good track to use that fits the mood of the video and lining it up with the flow of the video and all that stuff. When will you be back on Live at the Bike, Johnny? I'm not too sure. No plans at the moment, but pretty much always really good games on there, so I'm sure it'll happen at some point. Ever planning to come to Sydney, Australia? Definitely. It's definitely going to happen. 100%. It's just a matter of when. What's the site you're playing in? We are playing on... Oops. We're playing on this one, WSOP.com. Available for real money play in Nevada, New Jersey, and Delaware, and shortly Pennsylvania. Maybe first month or two of 2019. Those of you in Pennsylvania will be able to play on here. And that's not to say it'll be linked up with all of us, because everything always takes so long in casino land, poker land, particularly poker land. Don't know why. Don't know why. Everything takes so long to get sorted. When will you bust out the discount double check? Cruising with Tyler? How about if we win a bracelet? Or a ring. I'll settle for a ring, circuit ring. Circuit's actually here right now. Circuit event is going on right now, and I probably should have been playing those tournaments over the past handful of days. I just looked at the schedule today and realized I missed a few of the $400 buy-in tournaments, which would have been perfect. I should have been in there, but Cash Game Player just always forgets to keep track of these online or these live poker event schedule things. It's a damn shame. You can play more of your good hands as flats, Andrew. I only 3-bet ace, king, queen, X type hands as well as aces or ace, king double suited. Okay, I'll think about it. Ever heard of the New Hampshire poker scene? The New Hampshire poker scene? Boston Billiards Club in Nashua is a great spot. I have never heard of that particular venue, and I didn't know that New Hampshire had a poker scene. I mean, there's so many casinos all over the country, so I assume there's poker in a lot of locations, including New Hampshire. Let's open this. Why not? Let's raise this. Andrew, do you ever get nervous when heading to the casino? I don't know what you mean by nervous. You mean like about the poker, or about like just being in a casino? But I think in both cases the answer is no. I think before, maybe when I first started, definitely when I first started, I was nervous. Everybody, I think the vast majority of people are nervous when they first start. I'm just gonna flat this. I don't think there's any reason to raise, and probably just flat again. Nah, I think I'm gonna jam actually. If you happen to have pocket tens, so be it. Could have 10-7. You could have a straight. You could have 7-jack. So there's a bunch of better hands you can call. A bunch of worse hands you can call with, I think. And he has pocket tens. welcome to Nevada Poker, my friends. He actually thought about it for a while, just in case I had pocket kings too. Too light of a jam? Maybe. Maybe the composers and performers want to get paid for their efforts. That's true, Rebel Duck. Maybe they do want to get paid for their efforts. What if we were able to split the revenue, because the video creator is sharing their music with a wide audience and also using it in a new way. So maybe there's some fair use implications. And yeah, I think that'd be fair. I think it'd be cool if you could split the revenue with people. It definitely makes sense to not want to take all the revenue, you know. Splitting it, I think, would be ideal. I don't know how that would work exactly. Not saying I have all the answers. Amen to finding the right music. Nothing worse than finding out a copyright claim after editing and uploading. Matt Kiefer, let me tell you a little tip here. Vlogger to vlogger. One thing that you can do is you can upload a video, like a blank video with a music track that you're sort of testing out to see if it's copyright protected or whatever, and just upload it as unlisted, and you should get a notification like pretty quickly from YouTube, and it'll tell you whether your video has been demonetized. So yeah, you can just upload a blank video with like the music track on it while you're editing your video. Just gonna let this go, even though we have a pair and a gut shot, over pair and a gut shot. I don't imagine we could be in that great of a shape, even if he has like overs with a flush draw or something like that. What's up, Dillonius Lotus? How's it going, buddy? Hey, Nimi, can I get your thoughts on online Zoom, online versus live? I've heard live is more profitable. Is this true? It's not quite that simple, I don't think. Definitely live cash games are softer at equal stakes. So like, if you were playing a $1, $2 game online, then that game is going to generally be much tougher than a $1, $2 live game. Like, it's not even close. Like 1-2 no limit probably plays like 5-10. 1-2 online probably plays like 5-10 live, something like that. Again, it always varies site to site, varies lineup to lineup, of course. You can still find some soft 5-10 lineups across the country. But live games on an equal stakes basis are definitely softer than online games. But the thing is that you can play, obviously, multiple tables in an online setting. So each individual table, whatever your profitability is, if you spread that across 5 tables, then maybe you can match the live win rate. But it's going to be a much more technical game live, so you're going to have to put in a lot more studying, like fundamentals and things of that nature. You can get away with not doing that as much and relying more on live reads and things of that nature in a live realm. Yeah, we got a fake Brad Owen in the chat. Let's see, what can we do about this guy? Let's put him in timeout. Chill out, fake Brad Owen. You're gonna have to chill out for 300 seconds. Greetings from Buffalo, New York. Play well. What's up, Mike Waters? I don't think that's too light. You can get paid by worse, and you're even blocking kings. All right. We got one person on board. We got one player on board with my stack off there with a full house. C flop here. Aaron Robinson, been watching your blog since vlog number 1. Let me know when you're back in the SoCal. I will do that. I will always post when I'm back in the SoCal, hopefully before too long. I was just thinking about that. I actually considered driving out there this week, but could be pushing it a little bit too tight with Thanksgiving week, having to be back for Thanksgiving. Not going to stop betting here. Going to keep bluffing. We get the fold, get the snap fold. Andrew, have you ever done shrooms while playing poker? Haywood? No, I've never done shrooms while playing poker. Have you? Let me know if you have. Let me know what that's like. Tell us all about it. Tell us if you could hear the different suits. If the King of Clubs was talking to you. Arash Parsi, good luck today, Grandpa. Thank you. I didn't realize I had 2 pair there. I probably could just bet the flop. But whatever. Gets it done. Bitcoin Lover, we're on a 3-minute delay here. I don't have all the commands set up and everything for YouTube. Bike Casino and Stones Casino are the best in LA. Stones Casino is not in LA. Stones is in Sacramento. I'm going to peel once here. If he bombs it again, fold. Fold. Love that you're playing PLO, Andrew. I play it full time for a living. The biggest mistake people make is overplaying hands. I suggest 3-betting big cards because you're actually getting value from lower. Well, Mikey, you just said the exact opposite of what somebody else said earlier in the chat. So now what do I do? Now what do I do, you guys? Reasonable hand here on table 1. Opened up from under the gun for pot. No action. Building pots in position is good. Out of position, I rarely 3-bet. Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense to me, man. Do you find poker tougher in Vegas or in LA? In Vegas, and I don't think it's even close. I think the best poker in North America is found in California. Of the places I've been to. Ever hit the Soaring Eagle? I went in there one time in my life, and it was before I even played poker. My older brother went to Central Michigan University, though. Not that you asked. Chinchudo. Andrew, where's the next meetup game? It looks like our next one is going to be at Grayton Casino. Well, I'm not sure if that's going to be the next one, but I mean, we're going to be doing the Run It Up Stones thing, Run It Up weekend at Stones Casino. That's basically like a big meetup weekend. Semi-different brand, but usual meetup game? That's a good question. Grayton Casino is definitely going to happen. So we'll be up there on the 15th of December. Sharif Morsi, hello from Egypt. What's up, man? That's cool. Man, I've wanted to go to Egypt since I was a little kid. See them pyramids. Fishing with Dynamite. Loved it, says John. That's cool. The restaurant or the blog? Or both? Same situation over here. Gonna try and ISO this dude. Probably call once and fold it. Over here we will call and set mine. Flop a pair, backdoor flush draw, and over pair. Just gonna fold this. I think we have to peel once here. See what happens on the turn. I think we could maybe even turn it into a bluff. If we find like a 6 or an 8. Or we could just turn the nuts. That works too. Over here we find pocket aces, raise it up on the button. Hopefully he finds a bet, and he does, and we jam, and he calls with aces with a flush draw. No flush draw. Okay. Okay. Probably just check back here with the aces. 4 ways. It could definitely get your live play better if you start playing more online. I agree with that, Wolf Dog. I agree with you on that one. Every time I play online and then I go play live, I feel like a lot more comfortable in a lot more different situations. Ashley Michelle in the house. What's up, Ashley? PLO ended up being really good at Aria last night. That's good to hear. Played till 6 a.m. Not surprised. It's you, Ashley. True grinder, that Ashley. Grinding the PLO game at Aria. Sounds like I missed out while I was playing short deck. That's good to hear. Good to hear it went well. Have you ever been to Chicago? I did a vlog from Chicago. It's like vlog number 7 or something like that. My buddy James lives there. Number 1 advice for players that don't play full time. Well, that depends on what your goals are. If your goals are to have fun, then just enjoy it. Don't take it so seriously. Play when you feel like it. Don't play when you don't feel like it. If you are trying to win, number 1 advice for players that don't play full time, you probably want to maybe play 1 or 2 less hands. I think a lot of times people play too many hands, but it depends, you know. Everyone has their own different style that they naturally start with. So maybe you play too tight. It's impossible for me to say really without seeing any of your hands. If you're intent on improving, one of the best things you can do is share hands with other people. So there's a few ways to do that online. Brad Owen has a site, The Real Brad Owen. It's called offthefelt.com. Can check that out. You can go there and hop in his forums. That's Brad's site. Share some hands. The site that I hang out on is called handhistorylounge.com. that you can check out and share all the hands you want and get feedback on hands that you've played. So I'm hanging out in there every day. My buddy Benton Blakeman, who's been in videos with me as well, is hanging out in there. Good spot to get feedback on your hands. But if you don't play full time, don't worry about it too much. Flop the joint over here. Might as well lead out. The pyramids are overrated. No casinos. Big Alex. I don't know, man. I don't know what no casinos has to do with the pyramids are overrated. You mean there's no casinos in the pyramids? Is that what you're trying to say? I think I can do with there not being any casinos in the pyramids. What do you guys think about this spot? Raise or fold? I feel like you guys want me to just, I mean, not fold, raise or call. Feels like call is the standard play here. I study your vlogs before meetup games with my friends, Justin. Yeah, I think my vlogs are probably fine for like recreational players who are looking to become winners in like 1, 2, 2, 5 games. 5-10, you can see that sometimes I do well and sometimes I don't do well. The lineups here are pretty tough sometimes in Vegas. So I think I can take like a beginner player to definitely a winning player in 5-10. I don't think I would take that player as far as some other sources could, for sure. But if you're looking to do well in 1, 2, and 2, 5 games, I think my vlogs are a reasonable spot to get some info. But I've never really treated my vlogs as like a sort of guideline for what people should do. I've always tried to make my vlogs more about what I did, why I did that, what I was thinking at the time. Sort of like a diary of sorts. As we flop so here. Gonna c-bet it. Should be good for us, but he can have plenty of aces in his range. He's gonna continue with all of them. We flop, we turn 2 pair here, so I'm probably just gonna go with it. I don't wanna just do anything other than just get it in, I don't think. We could be dead. It is that left table. It is table number 1. Seems like he probably just has 1 pair. And no, he has top 2 pair and is thinking about it again. However, we do end up with a straight. So that's good. Yeah, that could be too loose. That could be too light of a stack off. But I mean, once he calls the flop, maybe we could even size down on the flop. Since he's probably just going to fold all of his non-ace hands and not give up all of his top pair hands. Mike, what's up, Mike Aldred? Do you see yourself coming back to Montreal? Thanks for the tip, buddy. Massively appreciated. Yes, would love to come back to Montreal, and I'm sure it will happen at some point. We'll see. We'll see if we can get back there for the next North America Millions event. Pretty fun spot. Did Andrew explain why he's called Grandpa Ed? So, Grandpa Ed is the name of my grandfather on my dad's side. Rest in peace. And yeah, great man. I did have another screen name. This is pretty unfortunate here. 3-bet, 4-bet. Guess we just have to let this one go. No one likes to let go of a double suited hand suited to the ace. Would have flopped queen high flush draw. Just going to check this back, I think. I had another screen name, which was Vera R, which was the name of my grandmother on my mom's side, when I was playing on a site called Lock Poker, which ran out of money, even though they took everybody's money. Somehow they still managed to run out of money. So yeah, decided to switch it up. Move over to my grandpa's name this time. Hey Andrew, I went on a sick heater for about 2 to 3 weeks. Now the past 5 visits I've went to the casino, I've had losses. I feel I'm playing the same but can't win a pot. How do you get out of downswings? So first of all, Antonio, 5 visits is not really that long. Not that long of a stretch. And by the way, if you went on a sick heater for 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to have to expect at some point some reversion to the mean. Maybe you've seen a vlog about that. We will be calling this table number 1, pocket aces. So yeah, you're going to have to expect to lose sometimes. You can't just like win for 2 to 3 weeks, like unchecked, you know, there's going to have to be some pullback. I think we can maybe just put in a small bluff here. Flop the top set over here. Bad timing over there. Don't want to stop betting versus this player. Can size down though. Just let that go. What's up, Jack? Thanks, dude. But yeah, Antonio, you just keep playing. You play through it. How do you get out of downswings? You just keep going, man. Ride the waves. I will not be folding to 1 bet. Will I fold to 2 bets for a pot-sized bet? It's like 100% the nut flush or the nut flush blocker. We do have a spade in our hand, and we block straights. Yeah, I don't know. Could be too weak. This would be a good thing, once a week cash games and Andrew shooting the breeze. Yeah, maybe. I'm down. What about more than once a week? What about that? This dude just loves to just bomb it. Just full pot. Andrew, you and your fiance have been engaged for a while. Have y'all set a date? There's no date. The reason why it's been such a long time is because... Oops. We wanted to wait until both my parents were in pretty good health, and they ended up both needing back surgery of their own, which is just a weird coincidence. But yeah, they both needed to get into better health before we wanted to do anything. They definitely weren't in any position to travel, and even if we had it in like Detroit or something, then it would have been kind of a struggle, you could say. But now that they've actually both had back procedures, they're doing much better, and going to be doing some physical therapy. So that's the good news. So we'll see. We'll see what happens on that front. Limp pot, going to raise it up from the big blind here. Ace, king, queen, queen with a suit to the ace. Subpar. Never heard of lock poker? That's good, Michael. It's good. That's good news that you've never heard of lock poker. Good news for your bankroll. That is good news. Yeah, it didn't turn out well for a lot of people. I think I was like one of the very last people to get my money off of that site somehow. I got pretty lucky as Swami Tommy flopped himself top 2 pair. I got pretty lucky. I managed to I put in a decent amount of volume and I made it to like the top tier of their, what do you call it? Top tier of their players reward thing. What's up, May Dixie Wrecked? Thanks so much. Thanks so much for the $2. Cheers for that. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, then I guess they just, I don't know. I mean, I caught it at the tail end. I go through these spurts sometimes where I'll play it hasn't happened in a while. I'll go through spurts where I will just play online poker for like a month straight. Just get tired of the live streets and just grind online from the comfort of your own home. It's kind of the dream, right? But yeah, it doesn't usually last for too long. So one of those stretches, I was just playing on lock poker, and games were soft, and they were giving massive rebates. The rakeback was just ridiculous. It was somewhere near like 100% rakeback, and games were pretty reasonably soft too. So made a bunch of money, and then was able to get all of the money out. It's kind of weird. Like that same thing happened to me when I first started playing online poker, and it wasn't quite the same situation because when I was playing on this tiny site called Bugsy's Club, you can look that one up and Google it. But that's where I first started playing poker, like seriously, was on this small site, Bugsy's Club, and again, they had really good rake back. They were doing these rake races where whoever plays the most in any given week, or like the top 10 people, they get cash. And it was like $500 or even up to like $1,000 or something, whatever it was. So I was playing on there, and eventually the cash outs started becoming like slower and slower and taking longer and longer amounts of time to get your cash out. And, you know, people started chatting about it on 2+2. And I was hanging out in like Full Contact Poker, Negreanu's forums, where people would talk about the site on there. But yeah, eventually I got my money off of there. They sent me the money. And then soon after that, I think PokerStars bought the site, I would imagine for like the player database. And they moved everyone's money, everyone who still had money on the site, they moved it over to PokerStars. They moved all their balances over to PokerStars at an equal amount. So I imagine that they probably ran out of money for some reason. How that happens with a gambling site is, your guess is as good as mine. But at least everyone got their money. And it's weird because it's kind of interesting. That was like almost a precursor, you know, to the whole Full Tilt thing. PokerStars bought this little site. I wonder how many little sites they actually bought, like back in the day. How many sites they kind of bailed out. But that was the first site I played on, and yeah, managed to get all my money off of that site too. What brand of hoodie are you wearing now? This is called Nakatano. It's weird. Anytime I wear this hoodie, people ask so many times what brand it is. Let's see. I kind of like just getting it in here. Do I? No. Now I like getting it in. Do I? Am I ever going to not call the river? On a brick. Well, I think we have to call now. We blocked full houses, and we got a nut flush. So, there's that. I guess we could have lost more. ACR is the new lock. I don't know about that, Wendell. I don't know. I have no input on that whatsoever. As far as I know, they're paying, but I don't know. Who am I to, I don't know. I don't play on there. I just try and stick to the regulated sites for now. I really don't want to recommend anybody plays on any unregulated sites. Do you still have fun playing poker, or is it turning into Groundhog Day, says David R. I think that's a good question. It depends. Depends on the game. For me, it's never been really that fun to just be grinding in a sort of reg-heavy game in Vegas. That's never been my strong suit. It's never been what I've enjoyed the most. And I think as a result of that, that sort of like stunted my growth in poker. Talked about this a few times before on the vlog, but I think the success in life will come from things that you enjoy doing the most. And I think success comes when you're just happiest. I mean, being happy on a daily basis is one form of success anyway. So yeah, I don't really do that well. Just, you know, like sort of grinding it out and, you know, studying ranges and things like that has never been my strong suit. Obviously that's probably like the least fun about poker for everybody. You know, the studying part, the work away from the table. But yeah, it's never been what I enjoy the, obviously the lifestyle of poker is what most people enjoy, and that's been the same for me for sure. I enjoy games that are fun and splashy, and I'm not one to like not give action in a lot of different spots. I probably give too much action to too many river bets in spots where people's ranges aren't really that wide. So that's, you know, the enjoyment factor of those kind of games is low for me. So, yeah, looking at poker from that point of view has never been my favorite thing in the world. But, you know, when we get a game like we had last night, which was four-handed short deck, where none of us really know what the hell we're doing, and that includes me. It's my third time playing it last night. Then that is really fun, you know, because everyone's really interested in like trying to figure out what's ideal, like what's the best line in any one hand, and you're paying attention to the other hands and watching people trying to figure their way out through these games, through these hands, and that's really interesting. You know, it's not like all quiet and secretive and ultra balancing your ranges and all this stuff. So that stuff's fun. PLO games are fun for that similar kind of a reason. And that's a long answer, I think, to your question. Jamie Staples is wearing a favorable hat in his last video. Shout out to Jamie Staples. Good man. Good man, that Staples. What a nice kid. Laura Watson, I bought that hoodie too, and it's not a hoodie, it just has a cowl. Does yours have a hood? I assume you mean this one, and it's not really a hoodie. It's just this kind of thing where you can do this, and if it gets really cold, you can do this. I don't know if it's cold enough in here to be doing that. Hey Andrew, had a great time at Mug's game last week. That's good to hear, Robert. Cool, man. I think I'm just going to keep betting. Over here, we have overpair with a straight draw. Lots of spots in these PLO games where I'm not sure if it's better to bet or check back. Improved to two pair, which I assume is good. Don't think we missed out on too much value in this instance, but I'm sure we missed out on value versus other hands in that spot. Yes, online poker made me quit playing professionally. Definitely not for the faint of heart. Online poker, yeah, it can be brutal. Just because you're seeing so many hands. So there's going to be stretches. There's going to be stretches where this is probably too loose of a 3-bet, but I'm going to do that anyway. There could be stretches where, you know, you're going to be running bad over a certain number of hands, and it's going to come at you much faster, much more rapidly in online poker. It can be pretty brutal to deal with. And we get shut out at this hand, so that's unfortunate. And we would have made it straight. Over here, pocket kings with 1 suit. Give this guy a tag. I don't really go by these whatever these tags say here. I just ignore those. What's up, Crazy Asian? How's it going, dude? New online PLO Cash Game Pro. Kind of far from it, I would say. We got the 3 aces. Probably put in 3-bet versus this guy. Who is the biggest crusher in poker you know or know of that we might not have heard of? Brad Owen. Anyone? I'm working the night shift right now, super slow, so this is perfect. Thanks for the entertainment, Andrew. Yo, Dynasty, where are you working the night shift? Give us more info. Give us your phone number. Give us your address. Give us something. Hey, Andrew, I was thinking of starting a vlog myself. Nothing special, just trips out with my friends. How do vloggers go about filming their whole cards? Is it just with a phone? Yeah, I've always used my phone. Telephone. A telephone behind a chip stack. Bet whenever you don't know. I like that advice. Dan. I somehow missed this was live. Why never live No Limit Hold'em? I wouldn't say never. I mean, we could play it right now. If you guys want No Limit Hold'em, type NL in the chat. If you guys want more PLO, type PLO in the chat. We'll see. We'll see what people want. And then I'm going to do the opposite. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. Just give your opinions. We'll see what the majority has to say here. There should be some way to run a poll. And you can do that on Twitch. I don't know how to do that, and I don't think you can do that here. If you weren't able to play poker for a living, is there something else you'd rather do? I'd probably start a business of some sort. Boosie and I were just talking about that earlier tonight. The idea of maybe starting a bar, I think, would be high on the list. But I would also look into starting some other sort of business, whether that's like a consumer packaged goods business of some sort. I think I would for sure use the YouTube channel though, or just the idea of like creating content around like the launch of the business and building it from the ground up. I think that'd be pretty fun, and I actually think about that like semi-regularly or semi all the time. So who knows? Maybe that'll be the next thing, the next project. Hey, Dalton Allen. What's going on, Dalton Allen? I always enjoy the vlogs, and same goes for the live streams. Also, have you ever been to / played poker in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan? Thanks, Dalton. Thanks for the tip. Much appreciated, my friend. I have been to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan one time. My friend and I, or my little brother and I, we did a big road trip all around Michigan. We started in Grosse Pointe, where we're from, and we drove across the state over to like the Grand Rapids area, or even like below that. We went to like the southwest side of Michigan, where there's all sorts of wineries and breweries and stuff down there. So we hung out there for a couple nights, drove up the western coast of Michigan, discovered what is one of my favorite breweries, Odd Sides Brewery in Michigan. Wonder if I can find that, post the link. Odd Side Ales. Interesting spot here. Don't see how I can fold. I'm probably just gonna jam. Yeah, why not? Let's gamble. So yeah, then we did the we took the road trip all the way up to the northern peninsula, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. That's not a good result. That was probably a little bit too loose, just getting it in there, but pretty loose player. And I mean, I guess we could have maybe gotten away from that on the turn, on that particular turn, but I didn't think there's gonna be too many turns that I get away from it on. Did not play poker though. Didn't play any poker up in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. May Dixie Wrecked. How hard were the games on lock? Do you prefer softer or harder games? May, thanks so much for the tip, for the $5. Much appreciated, my friend. Looks like a lot of no limit coming in. No limit requests. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just going to call the... we flop a open-ender, the overpair. We could switch over to no limit here, if that's what you guys really want. Probably won't fold on this flop. Get it in once again. Probably in terrible shape. If it goes bet raise, I guess we can fold. Yeah, I guess we have to fold then. Man, folding when we're not supposed to, getting it in when we're not supposed to. It'd be interesting to see what kind of equity we had in that spot. We were up against top 2 plus nut flush draw and aces. Coming back to May's question, how hard were the games on lock? The games, I don't think were very hard at all. Yeah, not too hard, especially considered now. I mean, I didn't think it was just like free money. the rakeback that they were giving was probably free money. So the combination of those two things, it was a no-brainer to play on the site back then. The downside, of course, once again, is that it's an unregulated poker site. So exactly what happened on there is the risk that you take whenever you play on an unregulated poker site. They took everyone's money, almost everyone's money. They took a lot of money from a lot of people. So that's the risk you take. Do you prefer softer or harder games? I don't know too many people that prefer harder games, but I guess those people do exist. And I'm not one of them. There you go. Crazy Asian knows what's up. Onside Ales in Grand Haven. Great spot. Just trying to catch up on the chat here. Andrew, how many days a week are you playing live on average, and what days do you tend to play? These days, when you're creating vlogs, I guess it's somewhere around I would say 3.5 days a week on average, something like that. It goes in spurts, it varies depending on what's going on, how many videos I'm trying to get out that week, or what the videos entail, how much traveling is going on. Traveling makes it harder to get them out at the same pace. Nimi, do you still have a P.O. box for people to send you stuff? Yes, I do. If only we had these commands set up. P.O. box is this. There you go. I just typed it in the chat. Yeah. So we can switch over to No Limit. Let me fold, and then I just got to run out for a second. Be right back. Yo. Hey, Andrew, have you played on PP Poker? I have never played on there. Same situation. It would be ideal if we could have some sort of a regulated site where all of us could play together. That would be nice. But yeah, I can't recommend that either, because you have no idea if your agent or whoever's running the games is just going to run off with the money. I guess for the most part, probably going to be fine, but it's tough, you know? It's tough to know for sure. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find No Limit game. Bear with me 1 second here. One second, just trying to get all these tables set up here. Hard tacos or soft tacos? I'm gonna go with hard tacos. I always like the crunchy tacos from Taco Bell. Give me some of those crunchies. All right, we got a heads up match. We'll see. I don't know if we'll keep this up because it's kind of a lot. Play a heads up, play another table, and try and chat. Can you play 1 cent? Can you play 1-2 online, please, instead of cents? No, I cannot. Ken's Instagram. Okay, y'all, I'm taking over for Andrew. Nice, dude. Get in there. We made a pair. I was going to go for the triple delay, the double delay. C-bet on the river, but we made a pair. Table 1, pocket queens, raise it up. Get 3-bet right away. Okay, let's see if he wants to get it in right away, right off the bat. Okay. Good flop. Bad turn. Bad river. Pocket queens in the heads up match. That's a pretty big 3-bet size. I don't think we can call that. Call once here. No good. Queens. Queens are no good, you guys. Never play pocket queens. Yeah, it's hard to play heads up and like do a lot of chatting. Just giving up with the queen six over there. So many good turn cards for us on that board, on that flop. Can you play WSOP.com in Hawaii? Unless Hawaii is in Nevada or New Jersey or Delaware, then no. No, you cannot. Fake Brad Owen is kind of cool. Is he? I think I will be stacking off versus this guy. And then rebuying immediately. And by rebuying, I mean rebuying through him. Can you play online poker anywhere in the US? You can, but unfortunately there's only certain sites that are regulated. And by regulated, I mean probably won't steal your money. This is one of them. And those sites only exist in Nevada, New Jersey, and Delaware. Thoughts on playing poker stoned versus drunk? Probably not going to be a great idea either of those capacities. If I had to take a wild guess, I'd probably say stoned might be not as bad as drunk. Tends to be a little bit more cerebral, maybe, smoking. But yeah, I would recommend doing neither of those. Yo, Eli Kim, it was fun playing PLO with you. Sad I didn't have any hands with you. Have a good night from New Jersey. New Jersey. Thanks, Eli. Shout out Checkers Charles. Is Checkers Charles in the house? Didn't notice. Either way, shout out to Check Race Charles. Adam, you just missed the discussion about why the name Grandpa Ed. That was my grandpa's name. That's why. Some things are happening here on this table. Table number 2. Some interesting things. Not going to stop opening. Definitely want to encourage that kind of thing to continue. Over here, pocket sevens. Watching live from Montana, brother. Nice, dude. Never been to Montana. Andrew, cash games 25-50 cents online are tougher than 5-10 live. Not quite, but I definitely agree with your general point. I don't think 25-50 cent would be tougher than 5-10 live. I think $1, $2 is probably tougher. 50-cent dollar is probably close. Andrew, where's Hashtag King? I couldn't tell you, David. I could not tell you his whereabouts, to be honest with you. How do I remove the chat box from the side of the screen? On YouTube? I think if you click the 3 buttons, there's 3 dots in the top right of the box. It should help you pop out the chat. I don't get why as an American we can't just gamble anywhere in the States online. So much for freedom. Yes, indeed. You said it. You said it, my friend. You said it. Hi, Andrew. Love the stream. Are you having any Black Friday sales in your shop this week? You mean for this favorable apparel? We don't have anything planned, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. I'll chat with Boosie about it. Maybe we can mark something down. Get a little discount out there for the fans. All your support is so much appreciated, though, you guys. Anytime someone buys a shirt, a hat, a hoodie, much love. It's so cool walking into a poker room and seeing somebody wearing a favorable hoodie. Really dope. Pretty borderline. I feel like all options are on the table there. Ever been to Jamaica? Got some nice home games for you, Andrew. Garrett, I've never been to Jamaica. That sounds pretty fun, though. Jamaica and home games. This sizing is tiny. Let's see how much trouble we get into with this hand. Subpar turn card. Subpar river card. Well, 2 live cards. We were good for a second there. Could have bet the flop. I guess we could have bet that flop. But happy to pot control there with no hearts. Andrew, are you using any kind of bankroll management app? No, I was using Poker Journal, but it stopped getting updated, so I haven't really been using any sort of app for that purpose. Andrew, does that avatar stand for the punt? Haha. Sam, it might as well, shouldn't it? I kind of felt like Grandpa Ed with a football. Looks about as wreck as you could ask for. Shout out from Harris Joliet Poker Room, Chicago. That's pretty dope. Big fan here. First time I've had the opportunity to write to you live. Hope you have a great session. Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it. Thanks for that first message. All right, we are no longer heads up. We are now 6 max on both tables. So I see that this guy is also sitting over here. So if I can get this guy in another match as soon as I set up this table. Okay, guys, we are going 3 tables. One of them heads up. We'll see how this goes. No, he did not want to play me heads up. Oh, he does want to play me heads up. He just wants to be on my left. Fair enough, sir. This is probably going to be pretty hectic for you guys to follow along with, I imagine. Maybe I shouldn't be switching to all the different tables like that. We got called there with a straight. Andy, will you be keeping this video up online? I'd love to review your session so I clean up my own game. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with that. Do with these vids. The thing is, like, I would like to put it up online somewhere, on the channel. But people like freak out when there's something that's on the channel that isn't your usual vlog. So like when I do something, like I did the thing with Jason for the short deck, people responded to that not as well as they do for the usual videos. So maybe a second channel would be in order. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about maybe starting a second channel and just like dumping the vid like from this sort of thing onto that second channel. What do you guys know about that? What do you guys think about that? Canada in the house. Get the cash. Thanks, Kevin. So our heads-up match is now three-handed. It's interesting. Most people just refuse to play like heads-up or three-handed, but then once somebody comes along, then the tables usually tend to fill up pretty quick. Any plans for the 100K subscriber milestone? No real plans. Maybe a party of some sort I think would be fun. Party in Vegas somewhere. That could be fun. What's up, Drew? What's up, EZ? LOL. Put in a 3-bet here and just go with it. Table 1 over here, I am going to put in the check raise with this draw. Table 2, we're going to get it all in here with as a flip. So far so good. Win that one. Turn it straight over there. What's up, Benjamin Adler? Cheers, buddy. Cheers for the tip. How's your online profitability compared to live? Live is by far and away better for me. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm going to try to not switch between the tables so much. If anything happens on any one particular table, anything interesting, then I'll switch over to that table. But if not, I don't think you guys need to see every single thing, every single hand. Benjamin Adler, though, cheers for that. Much appreciated, my friend. Put in 3-bet over here. Okay, we'll take that. I think we will check it, as we would a lot of our hands there that aren't going to be continuing, and then probably just stick it in here. Pretty good turn card. Andrew, do you hit more trips than Jawanda? Yes. Yes, I do. Not gonna lie, I love the short deck video. That's cool. Pretty tempting to just call this here, but I think I will let it go for the 3x pot. Second channel for sure, says Christian Gleason. Happy to see you flop with this hand versus this player. Robert Pankowski in the house, ladies and gentlemen. That'll work. That will work. Woke up with Andrew, now getting on the train to work with Nimi. This is the life. Thanks, Robert. Thanks for the $5 tip, my friend. Much appreciated. Cheers to you, buddy. Enjoy your train ride to work. What about recording an online session and watching it live with us so you can take questions or chat with us as hand is being played instead of delay? It's an idea. I don't mind that idea. I guess we can try it. We can do whatever we want to do. Maybe I'll try that. A10, Bear Hog of Monkey Country. Thank you. Thank you for the tip. Live 1-3 rec play. I'm making too much. Tax advice? I'm making too much? Tax advice. Well, you're supposed to report your winnings, and then there's certain deductions that you can take. I'm not fully versed in these sorts of things because I've been reporting as a professional gambler for the past many years now. And so those deductions are different from the deductions as a recreational player. But you are supposed to report your profit. You probably want to speak to a tax professional. I use a guy named Russ Fox, who's pretty well known here in Vegas. So he's been helping me out a lot over the years, over the recent like 5 years or so. So you can look him up or just, search for some actual professional advice. Better to get professional advice rather than from some dude named Andrew. But thanks for the tip. Can you play RuneScape instead? Please, says Michael. I don't know about that, but what about some Street Fighter? Street Fighter 2, that is. What are your thoughts on that? Fold? How can this guy just fold? So many hands that can continue there. I don't understand why fives wasn't just a call in the small blind. It's not going to do that well, I don't think. Playing out of position sucks, and I mean, I don't think it's like that bad to just call in the small blind, but I tend to raise a lot of my hands, three bet a lot of my hands out of the small blind because the button should be opening. The button should be opening really wide, profitably, and then he's gonna have to fold a lot of his hands. So if we're just like calling the fives and then check folding on every flop that we don't hit a set, or a lot of flops, I don't think we're gonna do that well. I had better turn cards in mind. I think I'm just going to call this, though. I mean, if he happens to have a straight, congratulations. I feel like he could be doing that with, like, so many different hands. We've seen him jam all in, like, 6 times already now. So, whatever. Jack 9 offsuit. Two channels will work if you just want the regular vlogs in one place. I mean, I would prefer to have everything in one place. I think that's probably best for like channel growth. Just like it's all me. You know, the channel is it's got my name on it. It doesn't say Andrew Neeme Vlogs. But I think it's easier for people to. I don't know. Some people just they don't handle change well, you know. It's difficult. You throw a curveball and people don't really dig it sometimes. So that would be the idea, to have non-standard vlog stuff on a different channel. I would kind of prefer it to all be in one place, honestly. Does 510 no limit go on WSOP.com? Let's see. Yes, it does. Currently, there are 2 people playing 2 tables, heads up, $25.50. $25, $50. Let's see what else. What else? What else? $255. There are a bunch of tables of that running. Try more mail time. We all like that. Thanks, Everest. I'm glad you like it, and thanks for saying so. Not sure this Jack 10 is that profitable of a flat call here on the button versus a UTG open. In fact, I think it's probably pretty terrible, but no one likes a nit. Andrew, you should hide your cards. We don't need to do that since we are on a 3-minute delay. So the people at the table cannot come over and watch the stream because the hand will have already ended. To flip or not to flip? I would for sure call if this guy wasn't here, but I might call anyway. No, I'm just gonna let it go. If the guy behind me wasn't there, I would just for sure call. Look at that, 8-7 off. Gamble, gamble. Gosh, Andrew, you make it look easy. When you turn full houses versus trips, it's super easy. But don't forget that hand we lost queens versus ace king, all in pre-flop. So don't forget. Never forget. Can you satisfy everyone? I'll try. I'll try my best. One channel is fine. I would like to think so. Def, keep everything in one place. It's better for your growth and development. I would think so. I would think so too. Seems like the biggest channels on YouTube, the mainstream channels, I mean, they have second channels, but that's like down the road where it doesn't matter. Pocket nines from UTG +1 or hijack, I guess. Mr. Movado is well into the tank pre-flop, debating this $2.87 open. He decides that he cannot make a decision. Time bank all the way down and gives up. You ever see a lot of poker pros at Aria? Says Everest. Yeah, for sure, man. There are some pros in Vegas. Oh, maybe you mean like TV pros, that sort of a thing? Yeah, you do. We got Ivy's room, or they got Ivy's room over at Aria. So that's going on. They also got the Poker Go studios, which are basically attached to Aria. So there's lots of events that go on over there, poker events. So sure. Turn 2 pair. I don't think I will be check raising this hand. Probably just flat call down. He should think that we, it's not an ideal card. I was gonna say, you should think that we can't stand 3 streets of value, and we'll just keep his bluffs in by allowing him to keep barreling. We're gonna chop it up. Had him pretty crushed there. I enjoy your vids, Andrew. Wish I was able to sit and play with you sometime. Nathan, come to a meetup game. We can hang out. Papa Joe B in the house, you guys. Straight out of Canada. I'm going to peel once here. See what happens. I think I'm just going to let it go. Tough to improve. Lots of bad cards. 3, 4, or whatever 2 overs that he has, and we could be beat already. Down here on table 3, I opened up the button, and this guy leads out on a board that's not very good for us. Table 1, I isolated a limper. Find a good flop. Okay, I'm going to go for that value on the river. Probably could have bet smaller. Yeah, that sucks. We didn't want to see that happen. That's why I kind of like betting smaller. So then like you're either inducing him or you can still call. I mean, I might still call anyway. I probably will still call anyway. I feel like we're pretty close to the top here. I mean, we could be doing better with our ace queen. We have the ace of spades, which sucks. I actually think I'm just going to fold. I feel like he can call with all his, I mean, he's either got a bluff or he's got like a pretty strong hand there. So, I mean, he gave us a pretty good price, so I don't really hate a call based on that alone, but I feel like his frequency of bluffing there is going to be so low for that price. This is for the Mugs t-shirt you generously donated to me in the early June mug after Jane Andes videoed you calling me down. Go Caps, and thanks for the content. Wild Oscar, buddy, $10. Cheers, man. It's much appreciated. Thank you, my friend. I remember the day. It was a fun day. Glad you could be there. Glad you were hanging out there, and glad you're hanging out here tonight. Okay, we got 3-bet. We got a premium holding. Pretty much the same sizing as before. Yep, something like that. Yes, please. It's gonna be tough to lose now. Lock it up. That's some run good. I mean, he obviously had a premium hand there, so it's kind of a cooler, especially like given some history. So can't really blame him for that situation. But yeah, Wild Oscar, thanks again, man. Much appreciated. For the $10. What's your biggest tournament score? I think like 10,500, something like that. If you go to my Hendon mob, you can see it. All my caches are listed on there, which there's not very many of, but they're there. Check once here for pot control. Probably bet twice. Yeah, I'm gonna bet. Probably could have bet bigger, but get a call. Happy. He had a 6, so we had it the whole way. How come you're not playing 5-10 online? Tougher games than live? Yeah, that's correct. First of all, there are no 5-10 games on here. There is $2.50 and $5. So technically we could play that, but yeah, definitely not my strong suit. Where did Solve for Why go? They were almost as entertaining as you and your crew. To be honest, I don't know. I'm not sure. Table 2, we turned straight. But yeah, they were making some cool content. I didn't know that, that they had stopped. Just got a flat here. I don't think there's any reason to raise. Bet the river. If he checks, just call if he bets. And he does call with ace-8. Flop top pair got worse and worse for him. More trips than John Juanda, you guys. No love, no action. But yeah, they were doing something really cool over at Solve for Why. A couple different things that were pretty cool. One of them, they're doing this thing where they were recording people at the live poker table, and then the people were commenting. I guess they maybe had like noise canceling headphones or something. And I don't know if I think they made a series out of that, but I'm not sure what's become of it. I do know they have their site, so maybe it's in there. Membership site. Marley's done a lot of work with them. Marley, poker blogger. This guy is over betting the turn. Huh. Not a good river card. I think I just have to fold versus that bet, and on this river card, no hearts in our hand. 3 streets, can't do it. On this table, we 3-bet small blind versus button open and c-bet here. Any time we fold out 2 overcards to our pair is a good result in that situation. Just gonna give it up. The old ace king, you guys. You guys ever hear about this ace king hand? Have you ever staked anybody before, Andrew? I bet you have tons of people asking you nonstop. I guess I get solicited for that time to time. No, I've never staked anybody. I think if I was to stake somebody, I'd want to be involved in terms of their player development. It's tough for me to do that right now with so much going on. Subpar flop for the pocket jacks. Good flop though for this ace king. Check raised. Well, we will be seeing a turn card at least. Seems like a safe turn card. Just trying to get showdown here with the jacks. And we do. I will not be allowing a free card here. And I will be calling down and probably jamming. Will I? Will I be jamming? Or will I just check it back? Depends. Would he really check raise king queen here on this flop? It's possible. Nope. Table 3, I managed to backdoor into 2 pair. So I'm just going to bet it. Seems like the thing to do. And we get called. This was interesting, pretty interesting hand here. That hand, that 7-6 hand. There was an under the gun open, and I called with a 7-6 from under the gun +1, and the big blind called as well. And the flop came ace jack 3 with 1 club, so it checked to me, and I bet it with backdoor flush draw possibility, and it got called by the small blind. Turn 7, check check, river 6. And he had ace queen, so that was pretty lucky. Thoughts on Marley? Kyle Morris. Thoughts on Marley? I am a fan. Definitely a fan. I didn't think that there was anybody who should have been doing poker vlogs more than she should have been doing poker vlogs. It was such a no-brainer. Told her for a long time that she should do it, and it was pretty cool to see her finally flip the switch on the channel, start recording and doing her thing. A lot of people don't really get her, which is kind of understandable considering she's just like so dry in her delivery, her humor. But yeah, she's like exactly the same in IRL as she is in her bids. Pretty unfortunate here, just going to fold top pair. No one likes to do that. Defend this. So yeah, hopefully she keeps after it. How long she stays in doing poker content is anybody's guess. Because she's obviously a funny person and makes funny content, and man, just pot size bet, just bang. Okay. Yeah, I think she was doing like an open mic night tonight. She did another one recently, so who knows what direction it'll all take her, but yeah, good stuff. Definitely a breath of fresh air to the poker blogging scene. Andrew, why don't you play tournaments more often? I don't know. I guess I just always enjoyed the cash game lifestyle. You know, go when you want, leave when you want, take a break when you want, and just stuck with it. That was always what I studied the most. Found friends that were playing cash games, talked about cash game hands, and just always focused on cash game strategy. So you start doing a little bit better, and then, you know, do you want to start a whole nother what do you call it? I don't know. Discipline. But yeah, I actually started getting into it a little bit on here, online. So maybe next time we do one of these, we'll play some tournaments. How does that sound? What's the longest session you played? For me, it was probably like 28 hours, something like that. 26, 28 hours. I asked this question. We got asked this question when I was up at Run It Up Reno. I was on the commentary booth with Lex Veldhouse. So we asked him what his longest session was. 96 hours. A live session here in Las Vegas across multiple properties. He somehow was playing a monster session already. Left wherever he was, I think at the Wynn, and like went to another property, Bellagio or whatever it was, and continued on playing for 96 hours. How does one do that? I don't know. I mean, when Phil Lock did his thing, he was taking short naps, right? He was taking like 20-minute breaks or whatever. So I guess that's the way you should do it. And even Phil Lock said he wasn't even like tired at the end of his 115-hour thing that he did when he set the record. So I imagine Lex Veldhouse was not taking 20-minute naps, because he said he was stuck a bunch. And I can't remember if he said that he got unstuck or he basically got back to even or something. He eliminated a lot of the deficits. But yeah, I can't even imagine. Probably check raise this. I don't think we need to check raise too big, because he's not going to fold an ace no matter what size. Not exactly the heart we had in mind. Oh, it's good though. Table 2 here. I will bet for value. Why not? Yo, Tyson Sock, what are your thoughts on Mark Ari? Cheers for the donation. Mark seems like he got pretty tilted, I think, by something, by his audience. I think what happened was I was watching one of his videos. I saw like half of one of his videos. And I guess like a lot of people are asking him why he doesn't do hand histories in his videos and that sort of thing. And it seemed like he'd answered the question several times. This is what I'm getting from his response in that video. And it seems like he just got uber tilted by people always asking, and he got sick of it. And also got sick of like just kind of maybe spinning his wheels a little bit and decided to change directions with his content and just started firing left and right. So I don't know. I mean, people are welcome to do whatever sort of content that they think will be fun and interesting to other people. I don't know. It wouldn't be, it's obviously not my choice of direction. I try to keep things positive. And I think once you start sort of making content about other people rather than just doing your own thing and being creative, I think you are kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage right off the bat. I think you've kind of lost a little bit. I always think it's better to just kind of do your thing despite what I mean, it's good to pay attention to the audience for sure and sort of like adjust your sails a little bit, but to do like a complete U-turn and to go from like making videos that you enjoy making and you think are going to be helpful to talking about other people. I don't know, but free to do whatever you want to do. That's my take on the situation. But thank you for the $6 donation. Thank you so much, Tyson. Appreciate that. Down here on table 3, King 8 suited. Have you ever been to Vancouver, Canada, Andrew? I have been one time. Boosie and I were there for 2 nights, I think. Beautiful. I didn't get to play any poker. We were on limited time, but that's fine because it's an awesome city. So we'd love to come back. Love to come back and spend more time up there. North of Vancouver is amazing. Just gorgeous country up there. I need to come up there and go snowboarding and check out more of the city and play some poker. Alex lives up there. Novocaine Poker. If you guys aren't following Novocaine Poker on Instagram, doing yourself a disservice, I think. Check out Alex on Instagram. Novocaine Poker. I wonder if I can find her vlog that she did and post the link. This was an excellent video. One second here. Post this link. Check this video out, y'all. I somehow lost that hand with ace high. Pocket queens. What happened? You bet one street? Interesting. Aren't you worried about the other table players seeing your cards right now? Elizabeth? Elizabeth, we are on a 3-minute delay, which means everything that you're seeing right now happened 3 minutes ago. So if people on the table went over to my stream, then everything that they saw, that they would see, was from 3 minutes ago, and they wouldn't be able to apply that to the hand that they're playing right now. Happy to show this down. 3 outs, the 3 outer. Playing for so many hours sounds like an addiction to the game, Andrew. Are you addicted to poker, Andrew? No, I don't think I'm addicted to poker. I think, if anything, I'm addicted to like wanting to advance, get ahead, and poker is my vehicle for doing that right now, poker and blogging. So I'm going to try and put in as much work into those two pursuits as I can. Play a lot of hours. I'm not putting in 26, 28 hour sessions anytime in the near future. So yeah, I'm going to be putting in as many hours as I can while still living as reasonably healthy of a lifestyle as I can. How much percentage of your daily grind is online now? Thanks. Basically 0%, because we're playing small stakes here and I'm not using this money to like advance myself at all, as mentioned. It is a tool to get better, which is great and helpful, obviously, but should have just checked back that flop. That being said, I mean, if creating content is a part of my grind, then I'm happy to do this too, because this is pretty fun. Down here we get 3-bet with ace jack of diamonds. Can't fold here. Can't fold this flop either. Gonna be tough on a lot of turn cards though. Over here we get 3-bet, gonna put in the 4-bet. Check this back, hopefully check river. Chop it up. Table 2, I will be calling a jam. Not this time. I don't see the Aaron Rodgers resemblance everyone keeps. Thanks, Lux by Low. First person in the world to disagree with the rest of the world. Pennsylvania is going live soon online past this year. Yep, I mean, soon is relative in the online poker world. Who knows? Can put in a small c-bet here with a lot of good turn cards that we can barrel on. Hey, Andrew, my favorite hat ship today and tonight was dealt into table share of the bad beat tonight. Hat's not even here yet and it's already bringing some run good. That is amazing, my friend. Patrick Kirk, how much was the share? How much was the table share? Over here we flop a flush. Must be the hat. Over here I'm just going to check it back. Yeah, I mean, we could maybe go for value against that. Against a deuce or a 9. Getting check raise would suck. Just going to keep betting this. He lets it go. Pocket 3s, defend, check fold. Still check fold. Anyway, Andrew, much love and respect. Thanks for acknowledging me. Let me know when you're in town through Facebook or something. Nathan Gavin Green. Take care and keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming by. Chilling on the stream. I just folded Jack Deuce suited from the small blind. That was a mistake. Might wrap this up in the near future. Getting a little worn out here. I would say I'm somewhat addicted to poker. That's not me. That's Imran Bulbulia. Imran Bulbulia. Hey, Andrew, coming to Columbus anytime soon. Not on the calendar, but I would like to. One of my best friends in the world lives there. Defend the ace-10. Probably just check fold here. Three bet the king-6 suited. He lets it go. We got a heads-up match down here, but I don't think I'm going to be entertaining this man. Hit and run with the ace-king. When you look at your poker journal, what is the average length of your typical poker session? Can't look at it at the moment, but I would guess it's somewhere around like 6 hours, maybe something like that. Well, the problem is that I have a lot of sessions in there where maybe I played like 2-5 while waiting for the 5-10 game. Maybe I played that for like 30 minutes or something. So that's going to affect what it says. It's tough to say, but if I had to guess, it'd be something like that. Interesting spot. I'm surprised you checked back on that turn card. Yeah, I'm too curious here. I guess he could have ace-queen. I don't know why you would check back. I wouldn't expect him to have jack-10 or queen-jack or queen-10 or pocket tens or pocket deuces. I don't see myself folding here. I don't have any clubs, so if he has it, he has it. We block the straight. We don't block 8-9. Again, I don't see why you would check that. I don't know. Maybe it's some new thing where you check back 2 pair on that turn. Weird. Jackpot was up to 68,000. Table share was 4,800, Patrick. Nice, dude. Congratulations. Hey, Andrew Joros in the house. Your favorite trolley-poly is here. Less than favorable runouts for this King 10. We have a spade. I think I'm going to call though. I expect to win this one even less. I expect to win this one less than the other one. Okay. See, just call every time, you guys. Just click call. Do you play much live shorthanded? I do when I get the chance. If the game whittles down to like shorthanded situation, I'm happy to play it. I much prefer it, actually. I think playing shorthanded is really fun. You're supposed to play more hands, and who doesn't like playing more hands? It's also a lot less crowded. You get all the elbow room. All the elbow room in the world. So, yeah, I love it. But it doesn't happen that often. Andrew, why are you playing 50 Cent Dollar? Why not? What's wrong with 50 Cent Dollar? Is that bad? Is that a bad idea? We were talking earlier that the equal stakes online poker are much tougher to live. So like if we were going to play 5-10 online, it would just be like ultra tough, usually. Probably just fold here. Same concept. Happy to take it down. Again, if he has a hand like King Queen there and he folds that, then that is good for us. Is that probably annoying? Is that annoying when I whistle into the microphone? I bet that's really annoying for you guys. Table 2, put in a medium-sized 3-bet. Medium stack over here. Gets the job done. How many tables is Andrew playing? I am playing 2 tables right now. I was playing 3 a second ago. Mix it up. We were playing with some PLO earlier. Didn't go super well. No Limit has gone better though. Rooting for you from Jakarta, Indonesia, is in a hot, scorching weather. Thanks, Kevin. Cheers to you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Do you prefer... Oops. Do you prefer playing in casinos with jackpots or without? It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I've never won a jackpot, so it's nice to not have to pay that rake when it's like such a rare occurrence. It's probably a losing proposition in the long run. Of course, if you just somehow bink like a ridiculous jackpot, then that's different, but I can see how it's fun for people, you know? Anytime there's a little extra twist in a game, it could be fun for people, but I mean, all the casinos that I play in don't have that stuff. They don't even have high hand bonuses, like the Bellagio and the Wynn and the Aria. They don't take rake for those things. You know, every time you're playing in a casino, in a poker room that has those things, they're taking an extra $1 or $2. And that adds up. That definitely adds up. But that stuff can be fun. So, I don't know. I don't really care either way. I prefer to play in casinos that have short deck. That's what I like. Let's get some more short deck games going. Just got to fold the Queen Jack off suit there. Can defend the Queen 8 here, I think, versus that sizing. Wow, just joined live streaming. So cool. What's up, Truth Smiles? Good to see you in here. Let's do this. Let's put in a bet. When did the term favorable come about? Eric asks. I don't know. Pretty early on in the vlog. I mean, we just started using it, right? It's just so useful of a word. Favorable flop, favorable turn, favorable river card. Usually, them favorable flops is when the most usage was found for that word. And it's just something that's like, you know, it's a positive word. Just kind of stuck. It worked so well in so many different situations, and it kind of fit the vibe of the videos, I think. So people were asking for some favorable shirts, which is always nice when you can create something that is also like supportive of the effort that you're doing, you know? So obviously that helps support the channel. Anytime you guys, what do you call it? Buy a t-shirt or buy a hoodie or buy a hat. It's very helpful to myself and to Boosie. On that note, let me put the link. Let me put the link down there. I think I'm just going to flat the ace queen offsuit on the button versus under the gun open. If Unicorn Bluff had brought it in, I think I would put it in a 3-bet. So just flat call down 3 streets if need be. Probably bet big on the turn if he checks. Otherwise, stick to the plan, just call down all 3 streets. Hand is a little bit under-repped. I think a lot of times people expect us to have a worse ace. Now we don't have to flat call. Now we can put in a raise if he bets. I think we can size up here. We get the call. Ace queen again, right away. He had ace 9 offsuit. Interesting stuff, you guys. Interesting stuff's happening here. So we had the best hand the whole way, and we didn't need that river, but it was a good run out because it looks like we could have missed diamonds, missed combo draw, all that stuff. So you can size up there, I think, on the river. Or I should say, I decided to size up on the river. I don't want anyone thinking that my content is designed to be utilized as study material or me telling you that you should or shouldn't do this or that. Pocket threes over here. Great turn card for the ace 10. Should be able to size up here significantly. You can do this with some drawing hands. The pocket threes find a paired board. Seems okay to bet. I don't expect him to give up though. The overbet got it done there on table 1. I think I'll turn it into a bluff here. It's not going to work all the time. It's not going to work this time. This is one of those times. Where's the drone? Yeah, it's hard to do. It's hard to do some drone. It's hard to get drone shots from this type of a production. It's hard to fly the drone through what you're seeing. Maybe even impossible. It at least hasn't been done before. Droning while streaming live online poker, live streaming online poker. I haven't seen it yet. Can we make that happen? Maybe, but probably not. We can try though. We can see if we can figure something out. You know, I do think it is actually possible to live stream from the drone. And I don't mean live stream online poker. I mean just like live stream what the drone is seeing. I think I'm going to let this other table go and just wind it down. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of exciting stuff happening over here anyway. So, sit out this next hand. after we flop a flush draw. What could go wrong on our last hand on the table? On this table is double paired. Just going to get the showdown some way. Chop it up. I will be barreling this hand. That's not a good river card, though. Yeah, I'm just going to give it up. Ah, brutal. Definitely could have bet again. Oh well. Who knows? Maybe he heroes us. Our range should be pretty wide from the button, opening on the button there. So I would expect him to call down with any queen, obviously an ace. I think he should be folding his tens. But you never know. I guess it's kind of borderline. Because I would probably check my queens on the turn. So I'm not really repping that much. I am just going to rip this in, I think. No, I'm not going to rip it in. Now I'll rip it in. All the chips, please. 10-5 offsuit. Okay, I guess we could have ripped it in pre-flop. Life is good, you guys. Life is good. How much are you up or down today? I think we're up like a couple hundred. Nothing, nothing major. Maybe a few hundred. It's so weird. I like really sensed that this guy was just going to raise this turn card. This should be a pretty good river card. We lose to ace 9 still, but that eliminates a bunch of sets. I don't see how we can fold. Maybe it's not great having a 10 here because it's unlikely that he has 8-10. He could have 6-8. But yeah, we can't fold. Expect to lose somewhere around 50% of the time. Hey, 6-8. Appreciate you answering my question. I've been watching you for years now, and you've inspired me to keep on that cash game grind. And that's cool, Eric. Good for you, man. Thanks for saying so. Pure Gamers. Yes, I have a delay on. We got 3-minute delay on this stream, so it's going to be tough for anyone to snipe my cards, as is the phrase. If Vegas didn't have poker, where would you live? Says Chad. I mean, I would still love to live in California, even though it's so expensive. Hey, Truth Smiles. What's up, buddy? Next time you're back home and see your dad, please buy him a beer from me. Hope he's well. Didn't catch if you updated us since his hospitalization. Yeah, he's doing great. Thanks for asking. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the tip, the donation. Much appreciated. So yeah, he's doing good. The procedure went about as good as it could have gone. My dad's back surgery, and he was obviously feeling pretty crappy after back surgery, but he was doing much better about a week later. And yeah, I think him and my mom are going to be having some physical therapy dates at the nearby, whatever the hell it's called, physical therapy place where that happens. But yeah, thanks for saying so. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for asking, and thanks for the donation, dude. Hey, Andrew, headed to Vegas for Christmas. Could you recommend which casino would hold the better tournament for buying no more than 150? I think Aria is going to be your spot for that. I think they generally have the best daily or nightly event tournament. So check out the Aria, with the Wynn being a very close and good backup plan. But yeah, probably the Aria. Is the stream going to be regular? I don't know. It depends. Type 1 in the chat if you want this stream to be regular. Type FU if you don't want it. No, don't do that. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, people. It's too late. I already said it. It's out there. 1 for yes, 0 for no, or FU. Either way. We're going to go till midnight, you guys. We got 9 minutes of cash game action coming at y'all. 9 minutes. Rest easy, Nemi. Thank you for a fun stream on Monday night. Awesome stuff. Glad you dug it, my friend. WTF, I never get those calls. Light Booker stuff. You guys, it always depends. You never know what you're going to get. All right, we'll let the deuce 4 go, even though we should probably be playing hands there. Carnage Fox says you're gay. Confirmed. Confirmed gay. Welcome to gaywsop.com. Hey, Andrew, what kind of music did you used to work on / make? It was a lot of like indie rock type stuff. The company I worked for in London was a company called Upshot. And they worked on bands like Muse. They were working on Muse since their very first album. They worked on The Killers when I was there. That was before they really blew up. I got to see The Killers play a super small show in London. There's maybe like 30 people there. That was pretty cool. Yeah, lots of like bands on smaller labels, small to medium. They worked on Oasis, so you know, it was kind of across the spectrum, but mostly rock music, mostly indie rock type stuff. Seven minutes to go. Get your questions in. Get your chats. Get your chats in. Hey, Andrew, what kind of... Oh, I already answered that question. Reason for flatting ace-queen off five-handed there on the button versus UTG Razor, who has 90 big blinds. Moda Sun, I'm not sure if it's like ideal, but usually the under the gun range is going to be a little bit more snug. And I mean, I guess if I 3-bet it and get 4-bet it, I guess I can maybe just let it go. I don't know if it's going to work out that well. And I don't know if he's going to be continuing that wide from the under the gun spot. You know? That's my thoughts anyway. I am certainly open to further thoughts on that though. But yeah, if he was in the next spot over, or if I was like small blind versus button, I would always 3-bet that hand. I guess I just 3-bet the under the gun range less often, both live and online. Will this stream be uploaded? I don't know about that. We were talking about that earlier. I'm not sure if I should upload it to my channel or if I should start a second channel, upload it there, or just have it be live only. So I'll think about it a little bit and I'll let you guys know. I'll call every single one of you individually. Put your phone numbers in the chat. Just kidding. Don't do that. Mix in the great game, Nimi. Dakota. Yeah, we were playing the great game, as Joe Ingram says. Shout out to Joey. Yeah, we were playing that earlier. And then I gave an unofficial poll to the chat, and there was a lot of no limits in the chat. So how can I play WSB from Cali? Unfortunately, Giants, you cannot. Call your senator, write to your senator. That's all you can do. That and just wait. Do you, Nimi, ignore the haters? Yeah. Cheers, Ross. Agreed, man. Let the 7-9 go. I do enjoy your regular programming, but haven't been watched much lately, but when we first started, I was an addict. Nitty fold. Nitty fold. Holy crap, this is still going? Yeah, my thoughts exactly, buddy. Same thoughts, Casey. Hi, Andrew. Love your content. Been following for about a year. I want to get into table games, but I'm way too nervous since I haven't played any table games before. Any recommendations on how to break the ice? Steven, the thing that you gotta know is that if you go play a 1-2 game, there are almost no pros in that game. Usually there's going to be no pros in that game. If you play a 1-3 game, there's going to be usually no pros in that game. If you go play one of those low stakes games, it's just going to be a bunch of people that are very unstudied in the game. You'll probably find someone like yourself who's new to the game. And even though it looks like from the outside of the poker room, it can be really intimidating. When you sit down at the poker table, you find out that like a lot of people don't really know what's best to do in a lot of different spots. And just, you know, it's like anything else. Anytime you start something, you're going to make mistakes, and that's not really that big of a deal. And we all start at the same place. So just don't worry about it, you know. It's just a poker game. It's not like life or death here. Don't worry about making mistakes, and ask the dealer. Ask the dealer for help, or ask the floor man for help. That's all there is to it. Or have a beer if that helps. That's always an option too. Have you played in any charity rooms back here in Michigan? Yeah, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Cool to see your personality like this. Your vlogs are obviously awesome, but this is cool. Hope you do. Thanks, Paul. Hey, cheers, buddy. Thanks, Paul. Thanks. Josh, yeah, Josh, I played in, what was it? I want to say Snookers. Was that the charity room that I played in? Played in another one. I can't remember the name of it, but I don't know if that one's even around anymore. In your videos, you're usually debating whether you are ahead or behind and to call or fold a bet facing aggression. Where is the bluff raise you knit? It's a good question, my friend Auden. I don't know. Where is the bluff raise? I met you at Stones in Sacramento. You were super humble and chill. Made my day that day. Thanks, Lord. Are you gonna you coming to Stones Run It Up weekend? I hope to see you there. Hope to see as many of you as can get there. I'm not sure if you guys are actually putting your phone numbers in here or if they're a joke. I see the one 867-5309. I understand that that one's a joke. I saw another one that I wasn't sure if it was a joke or not, so I hid it from the chat. How do you treat home family cash games? Are you more carefree or still calculated as always? Andy Chai, I am probably slightly more carefree. Try to give more action in those games because there's generally a lot of action to have given to you as a result. But you kind of want to ride the edge between being carefree and reckless. Playing anywhere this weekend? I think I'll be out of town this weekend, actually. Mr. Chuck7. Okay, guys. I am going to click sit out next big blind. So we'll play 5 more hands. Let's get a yeehaw one time for the run good, bud. Yeehaw, Joshua. Yeehaw. I can't. That's all the volume I can give you at the moment. We don't want to wake up the whole household, do we? No, we do not. Let us know how much you are up or down at the end of the stream, please. The thing is that I did not make note of what our starting balance was. But I think we are up, I want to say somewhere in the neighborhood of like, let's see. I deposited $500 because I wanted to take advantage of the bonus. And I think I had somewhere around 30, I want to say 36 or 3,700 in the balance before that deposit. So if I had 37, that'd be 42, which would mean we're up like 500. So maybe 400, maybe we're up like 400, something like that. Seems reasonable. Something like that. Oh, wow. I was here about 3 hours ago. It's still going on. You're really doing it, Andrew. We are doing it, you guys. Doing this stream thing. Just about to wrap it up here, though. This was fun. We will definitely be doing this again. Playable hand. How long did it take you to go from 1-2 to 1-3 to 2-5 to 5-10? I played 1-2, 1-3, particularly 1-3 for way too long. I was playing 1-3 for like 3 years. That was brutal. That was tough. Eventually, I decided to take more regular shots at 2-5, and I sold some action to try and finally start climbing up the ladder a little bit, at least. And yeah, it didn't go great right off the bat, but I guess it didn't take too long once I started playing 2-5, because 2-5 games, especially at the Bellagio, it's a very small jump. So, and the games are not that tough. So yeah, played 2-5 for another couple years or so, and then started playing 5-10. I actually got a stake for 5-10 for like the first 3 months that I played it, something like that. And that went well right off the bat. So yeah, I was able to get off the stake like within 3 or 4 months. And that's where we are with the story, the vlog story up to this point. And we've been doing the blog thing for a couple of years. So it's interesting, you know, we're kind of at an interesting point in the blog. I think it's interesting because we've brought my poker story all the way up to speed, like in the vlog. We were playing 5-10 regularly in the vlog and kind of questioning what the next step should be. One thing I really want to do probably is play more in California. I want to play more home games. I want to play more games in LA casinos in general. I want to travel a little bit more and play less like 5-10 games in Vegas. I just don't enjoy it quite as much as some other environments and stuff. So, yeah, I guess we'll leave it at that. Who knows? Maybe we'll just do this live streaming thing a lot more often, because this was pretty fun. Cool hanging out with you guys and chatting with you. And it's always nice when you win money too. So yeah, I think we won like $400 or $500 or something in this session. No Limit treated us much better than the PLO did, so maybe we will stick with that in the near future going forward. If I switch to this, I think we have a full screen camera, like a professional streamer, you guys. Check that out. That's a neon sign that says favorable. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Last time I tried to do this, I didn't have the microphone linked up to the full screen camera. It's just me talking to nobody. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. Your donations are very much appreciated. Anytime you guys buy something off Favorable Apparel, that's also much appreciated. Boosie and I, we both appreciate that very much. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. We will do this again very soon, I'm sure. Maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe we'll be doing this tomorrow. I'm an online poker player now. Online poker player and streamer. What do you know? All right, guys. Speak soon. Cheers.